Why are you moving my camera? It's a rest case here. አንድ ከጋና የመጣ ሰው ኢንተርቪው ካላረኩ እያለ አስቸግሮኛል እና ምን ኢንተርቪው እንደሚያደርገኝ አላወኩም። በጣም ቀልደኛ ሰው ነው። በጣም ይቀልዳል እና አሁን ካሜራውን አጀስት እያደረገ ነው ያለው። ሌላም ሰው አለ። ነብራስካ ኦማሃ ነው ያለ ነው። ኦማሃ ኮሚቴ ዴቨሎፕመንት Society CDS conference in London. So I'm going to be interviewed by a Ghanaian, and the interview is going to be about my experiences in the United States. He's going to ask me about Africa.
No, but this camera is only one camera. This is like a three camera.
Same quality, same. Come on, see.
Setting guna just siyara guna yallut. በጣም ዝግጅት እያደረጉ ነው ያሉት፣ እየተዘጋጁ ነው እና ጫኑ ትባላለች። ከህንድ ነው የመጣችው። በጣም ጎበዝ ናት እና ይሄ ሁሉ ዝግጅት ለእናንተ የተሻለ ነገር ሪከርድ ለማድረግ የሚደረግ ጥረት ነው። Here you go. So this is a team from India and Ghana. They are going to interview Professor Fakadu. They are gonna So they are setting up the best camera setting for the interview. And
Look, set up this.
look at this guy, he's the best cameraman. He's the best professional available in this country.
People are watching you. Are you live?
Huh?
Some TikTok.
He's live.
Yeah, TikTok.
People are watching you on
TikTok.
TikTok.
Wow, look at the camera. Look at this facility. Look at this. Wow.
Push it back. Push this back.
Yeah, push that a little bit back so
Yeah.
that you have everybody can be visible.
More back.
Yeah.
More back. More. What should we put it here? Do you think this is more visible?
Hey, ዝግጅት እያደረግን ነው ለኢንተርቪው እና ትልቅ የኢንተርቪው ሴቲንግ ይደረጋል እዚህ ጋር። So this is digital experts from University of Nebraska Agricultural Leadership Education and Communication Department. Professor Daniel Adama. Oh man. No one have nothing. Is it broken?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I have an idea.
Oh. It's broken? Can you fix it? Oh man. Yeah. Do you make it a landscape? Yeah. Yeah.
You need to get the mic. No, you can put it down.
Yeah, you can just put it. Yeah, exactly. That's the best way. So these are like global experts ready, getting prepared for the interview. And this is Lincoln Honors. It's a very nice place. It's the best hotel in Omaha, Nebraska. You see? This is cool. Very. No, I'll stop there. It's only for the introductory session. And my Ethiopian friends are looking at me and they say, "What is this guy doing here? What is Anu doing?" Yes, Ethiopia is here. We are in Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. Here. Welcome to Omaha. Welcome to Yes Ethiopia. Welcome to Yes Ethiopia family. Check, check. Check, check, check. How is that? Hello.
Check the camera and mic.
Check the camera. Check, check.
Mic check, check.
Check voice. Check, check. Yes Ethiopia.
This guy will never talk with us.
That's good. Okay.
Is the audio good? Are we good?
Also.
Nice. Yeah. People are ready. They are gonna attend. A lot of people are attending. Daniel. He's king of the Black Stars. King of Ghana. And
We'll ask questions, right?
how many questions do you have, brother?
Just sit down. We're going to have a conversation.
So do you expect me to close TikTok, or are they allowed? Are they allowed
Have
to?
somebody to put it.
Are they allowed to listen to?
No, it's too far. Kadu will be out of it.
Yeah.
Push this, because this is covering our camera. Push this back. Push this back.
Can I use your computer as a support from behind?
This is good.
Anu,
Yeah.
can I use your camera
can
as a
use.
support? I'll show you what I do in my room. I just do like this.
People will watch.
There you go.
You are not visible.
Mine is not visible there.
Okay.
It's having the greatest time.
This is the most.
So what are you going to talk about? I'm going to
Start
ask
it.
you.
We are going to discuss about.
We have
Okay.
to talk about you. Don't stop halfway. So I'm going to ask you as international students, your experience as students in the US,
Mm-hmm.
and then the challenges, and then
Yeah.
all those other things that you have. You know. Ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's go.
So you can just put it somewhere to just carry the. Just put it in between to carry the sound.
So
Is
this
it
not
only
I
too.
guess put yeah, just two.
Okay. Now you can put one in your hand and we can ask like this.
Okay.
Sitting here.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Start.
Yeah, so welcome to another edition of Grad Hub. And I have with me two of my very great friends, great colleagues from the same department. Anu from India
Hi.
and Fikadu from Ethiopia.
Hello.
We are going to be discussing the challenges as international students here in the US, the good side of the coin and the bad side of it. Welcome guys.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for this session. I'm Anuradha Chaudhary and I'm from India. So I'm doing my PhD. This is my second year. I'm finishing up my second year. I joined here in August 2022. So first I'm gonna just talk about a little bit about challenges. So when you come first in United States, it's really hard for you to navigate the system, the social system and the academic system. So
You are jumping the gun. Just introduce yourself. Let me come in. You talk before you finish talking. You can see. It's not really nice.
okay,
So you have to start from like you just introduce yourself.
okay.
I can start and I'll allow you to introduce yourself. Then Fikadu also introduce himself.
And then we
I'll
can
ask
ask
you a question.
questions.
and then you
Okay,
speak your mind
okay,
and
okay,
you
okay,
speak.
okay, okay, okay.
Right. Okay, so let's start again. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah, so welcome to another edition of the Graduate Hub. Today I have with me two of my very important friends, two colleagues of mine in the same department as me, who are going to be sharing with me their experiences in the United States as students. And then also they'll be sharing with you the process through which they came here, the good side of the coin, and at the same time the bad side of the coin. Welcome guys. Can you introduce yourself to our listeners, our viewers?
Yeah, thank you so much, Daniel, for this session. Hi everyone, I'm Anuradha Chaudhary and I'm from India. I'm doing my PhD. This is my second year. I'm finishing up my second year, and so we are in the same program. I joined here in August 2022. So yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Thank you very much. This is Fakadu from Ethiopia. Very happy meeting you, my Ghanaian and African friends. I am doing a second year PhD with Anu. We came together and we are working on the same project, on the same department. So we are very lucky to have a very good team of students and instructors at the University of Nebraska, Department of Agriculture, Leadership, Education and Communication. Thank you, brother, for hosting the session.
Thank you for also accepting to join us for the session today. Let me ask you guys, what informed your decision to come to the University of Nebraska Lincoln?
So-
Why did you decide to come to Lincoln, and why did you choose the program you chose?
Yeah, he's interviewing us.
You just spoiled the whole video, man.
No, it's fine. You can do one thing. You can cut the video.
Yeah, I love it. It's good. It's good. I love it. I love it. Come on.
No, you can't. You
We're
can't.
gonna run to the store because I have to buy a pair of pants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
if y'all want to come, you can come.
You can come and say hi to his
Audience.
audience.
The video is
She recently graduated.
PhD. Yeah, I should
Correct.
give
New
her-
PhD.
Dr. Taylor.
Dr. Taylor.
Yeah, maybe you should give her some tips. Lord,
Don't have any today.
you have a lot of tips, man. You are a repository of knowledge. You know a lot.
Yeah, so back to our.
Of-
Can start again.
No, you don't need to start again. You can
Yeah, I'm
cut
just gonna
and
ask
make
you.
the one video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's easy when it flows, and when you cut and paste. And when you cut, the transition will never be the same.
I can start
No.
again. See?
I know I edit videos.
Okay.
When you can cut, I can cut a lot of then and paste. I can do all of that.
Yeah.
But the transition will never flow. When you have
A little bit back so that you can see me also.
anyway. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I think your leg, you are out of the whole thing.
I'm out
Come
of the.
yeah, come closer a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna introduce, open it up, and ask you to introduce yourself. Then you introduce and you also introduce yourself, and then I'll ask you like why UNL and why the program you chose. Okay. After that, I'll ask you the next question. Will be how did you like manage to apply? What the process you went through. Okay. And then after that, when it came to UNL, what are the first challenges you had? How did you navigate them? Those kind of questions, not any serious questions.
Why UNL? And
Why
then,
UNL and why the kind of program you chose?
yeah,
Okay, then guess that.
Okay, cool.
let's go.
Let's go.
Ready?
Yes, ready.
Hi guys, welcome to the Graduate Hub. I'm Daniel. Today I have with me two very important colleagues of mine, the same department as me, who are going to be sharing with us their experiences as students in the United States of America, especially here at UNL, University of Nebraska Lincoln. So guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, thank you, Daniel. Hi, everyone. I'm Anuradha Chaudhary, and I'm from India. This is my second year of my PhD program, and I joined here in August 2022. Yeah, and I'm happy to share my journey with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hello, thank you, Daniel, for the session. This is Fakadu from Ethiopia, and I'm very happy to talk to our African and Ghanaian friends. I'm from Ethiopia, Hawassa University, and second year PhD student. This is my friend Anu, and in agricultural leadership, education, and communication at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ricardo, let me start with you. How was your journey coming to UNL? Why did you choose UNL? And then the program you're also doing now. Why did you choose this program and why UNL?
Yeah, thank you. My journey to UNL started in 2019. I was hosting a study abroad students coming to Hawassa University from Nebraska. Through that program, a professor called Mary Willis, she introduced me to Nebraska. Then I came in 2019 and I went back. I came again in 2021, just before COVID. And then I went back, I came across this Ag Leadership Program. By that time, yes, Ethiopia was just registered, and we're looking for a chance to improve my leadership skills because I don't have a leadership degree. I don't have human resource management. I'm opening a new non-profit. So I was interested in the leadership program. Then fortunately I got an academic advisor who was very happy to mentor me, to accept me and give me an assistantship. So then I started working on Rural Fellows program for my financial support. And I'm very happy my decision coming to the US was really rewarding. I benefited a lot from the US because from within class and outside class. This is a very big country that have a lot of potential. People are also very nice. So yeah, that's in short my journey.
Wow, that's not short.
That's not short.
Anu, can you share with us your experience too? Why this program and why UNL?
Yeah, so first I will start why this program, because a little bit about my background. My background is in agricultural sciences. I did my undergrad and masters focused on agricultural aspect. I never been in like management, in leadership, those areas. So, but when I was looking for my PhD position in US in general, then I was looking for different university. Those offer programs that are focused in agriculture. So when I was looking at the University of Lincoln website, then I saw that Dr. Connor, who is my advisor right now, so he is working in agricultural aspect. And then I reached out to him, and then I also reached out to Dr. Mary Emery. She is my supervisor. I work with her. I'm my research assistant. So yeah, so I had an interview with them, and then I really liked their work, and I wanted to continue with them. So that's why I choose to be in University of Nebraska.
Wow, great. So when you go to the US here, and just to add, you're not the only person who is working for Dr. Mary Emery. We are all working for
Yes.
Dr. Mary.
Yes, we
Yeah.
all are
Yeah.
working for Dr. Mary Emery.
Yes, good.
It's like a little research team here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go to the US, I know you're coming from India, right?
Yeah.
And Fikado is coming from Ethiopia.
Uh-huh.
We all speak English, but there's a different accent. Did you first struggle with understanding the accent of the Americans? And do you feel that they struggle to also listen to you or hear you each time you speak?
Yeah, in my first month, like during when I came here, like I'll tell you one example of my first day when I met. So our department has Dr. Bolshwait. I met with him, and for me it was really hard to, because here people are like we watch American movies, shows, but we never in contact like hold a conversation with Americans, right? And then when I was talking with Dr. Bolshoi, then I don't know like how to talk. So I was like, okay, so I was just answering his questions. I was not able to hold a good conversation.
Yeah.
Hold a good conversation. So sometimes I was not even understanding, not even like accent. I was understanding the accent, but sometimes I was not understanding the
Context.
and then the words he was using, like sometimes he used those kind of words like
Bigger words, bigger vocabulary.
yeah, like not bigger vocabulary, like contextual, like it's like American can understand those contexts. Like I was like, I have no clue about those. Sometimes everybody laugh in our department meeting, and they crack a joke, and we like international students are like, can you anyone explain this joke to me? I mean, now this is not even funny.
Yeah. Sometimes Yeah. Because did you have the same experience?
Yeah, I mean in different ways. Like for example, I give you an example. People ask me, "What's your name?" And I tell them, "My name is Fikado." Can you say it again? Fikado. Please say it slowly. Fikado. Still, they don't get it.
Yeah.
Now I make like a song. I say F like frog, I like ice cream, K like kangaroo, A like apple. I have to spell my name.
Yeah.
That's partly a culture. It's partly about moving to a new country. When you move to a new country, sometimes your name become a vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's like you are not learning how to pronounce your name, rather you teach people how to say it. Especially in Amharic, a lot of Ethiopians, you understand, a lot of people would say Fikado, but my name is Fikado. And then the other challenge, I went to a shop to buy like an aluminum foil. and the shopkeeper couldn't understand me. I told her
Said
3 or 4
aluminium
times.
foil.
Yeah, aluminum foil.
Aluminum.
They said aluminum.
Yeah,
Aluminum,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like I have heard a lot from my teachers.
Aluminum.
Whenever we say aluminium,
Aluminium is in
I
British.
also say aluminium, British.
That's
Like,
British.
yeah, I
and
also
she
say
couldn't
aluminium.
understand that.
Yeah.
I was asking myself, what's wrong with me? Like, does this thing have a different name? Is it not aluminium? Then, finally she said, no, this is aluminum. Oh man, okay, now we know. It's like this is a minor thing, but just a small detail that people should think about when you move to a new country. Language is just something that can be challenging, and it was a challenge, trust me.
Yeah. I think I have a similar experience also.
Yeah.
Because I'd already been to the US for a fellowship program before. So I think during the fellowship program, there was a time I was asked to speak. And when I spoke, people were like, that's interesting. But I just could feel that nobody understood whatever I said,
Yeah.
So later when I go to such a then they was like, what did you say? I was like, oh, wow. So you guys didn't hear what I said, So it's always interesting like that.
Yeah.
But then I think that's part of the culture. Now you understand people better, you
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
the context in which they
Yeah.
speak and stuff like that. So that's what the culture brings along, Very
Exactly.
interesting also. Did you have challenges with food? Adapting from your local Ethiopian food or Indian food to American food that you see on TV that looks so nice? Did you really struggle to adjust to the food? And then what were your experiences?
I think mine, like in the first place, food is expensive. Even if I want to buy, I don't afford to buy ready to eat foods. So I only go rarely to like a restaurant. The only place we go is the students' dining. Still it's expensive. $10 for lunch for me is very, very expensive.
Are you doing the conversion box?
So yeah, exactly. Whenever I see something, 10 means 10 times like 50 or 500 or 600 Ethiopian, but it's very expensive. So I choose to cook my food. So
do you cook
yeah,
American dishes or so you cook
only
the local
Ethiopian. I make a lot of Ethiopian foods.
Okay.
So I mean, food. Yeah, I also had a chance to study abroad. I think food. I know how to survive. That was not a major challenge. The academic part, I have family and the like. We can discuss about it later.
Side. Yeah, sure. And did you have a challenge with food as well?
Yeah, so in general, not like a challenge. I love trying new foods. So, but there is no, like, I'm sitting in like American hotel, so I don't. I just don't want to like. So I'm just saying like they don't have like a meal because they have adopted from the America is like a pot melting pot, right, of cultures. So they have foods from different countries. So I like Mexican food. I like
Chinese?
Yeah, I tried Chinese food. I tried Ethiopian
There's
food.
a lot of Indian food here.
Yeah. So I don't eat out Indian food because I know how to cook
prepared.
Indian food.
That's true.
So I've never been to Indian restaurant. It's been 2 years in United
You
States.
don't have to go to an Indian restaurant because you know how to
Yeah,
prepare
I'm
the
like,
food.
I can cook my own food.
Yeah.
So I didn't face challenge, but the only thing that I sometimes face challenge is whenever we are like in a meeting or somewhere. So mostly food is like too sweet. So
Yeah, sugar
it's
is
like a
big.
sugar.
Too much
Is
sugar.
too much sugar in everything.
Too much salt, either
Too
too
much
much sugar or too much
either
salt.
mostly too much sugar.
Sugar.
And I don't like sugar. I was like, can you just like put no sugar
sugar.
in it?
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a question about academic work. But before that, let me ask you about social life. Because I know that we are all coming from countries where we believe in community life.
Yeah.
Indians live in community,
Yeah.
Ethiopians live in community, Ghanaians live in community. How do you see social life in America? And how were you able to adjust to the kind of social life that we have here?
So personally to me, like I love going out. I love like hanging out with friends. So for me, in the beginning, it was really hard to do that because it was like completely different environment. I didn't know anyone here, but there are different. Even when we talk about university, there are different organizations, International Student Group, and like for example, Indian Student Association, like different associations. You can be part of those organizations, and you can make friends. And I have made so many friends in ISF, like International Student Organization. So still right now, like I have like my roommate is from Egypt. I met her in ISF, and we are like good friends now. So that's how you just make friends and enjoy your social life as well. Otherwise, you won't get a chance to meet with people like this.
Yeah,
So you
sure.
just need to go out of your place and try to make intentionally friends.
Was it difficult?
Yeah, it was in the beginning. Yeah.
Ricardo, how about your experience with that social life?
Kind of same as Anu. I also make a lot of friendship with international students because you can see from their faces like I still struggle to have more local domestic students. Other than our department students, I don't have much friends, but internationals, ISF was the best place to go. We meet, I think, people from 30 or 40 countries in a single night, and it was really very nice experience. But out of academia, around where I live in an apartment where I don't know really who's living next to me,
Yeah.
and sometimes you can see it's very kind of cold
Yeah.
socially, but the academics makes you busy, and usually we don't have time to think as such the loneliness. And yeah, we also have some Ethiopian friends around, so usually we also go out and meet with the Ethiopians, the Ethiopian restaurants and the like. But yes, social life compared to African environment, for sure.
So if I'm going to push you for a fine blend of mix between your PhD and social life,
Yeah.
what percentage would you ask students to dedicate their lives to academic work, and what percentage to social life? Because I know you need a blend of the two to be able to complete the program and be a healthy human being, you know.
Yeah.
What percentage do you think people should dedicate their time to academic work, and what percentage to social life as a PhD student?
Yeah, I would say at least one day a week. It can be Sundays, Sunday afternoon, it can be church time, or maybe Friday, depending on how they want to go out. Can be, I think, very important because life can be so stressful.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you start to hate it's so boring just to be only a student. It's not the way to be a student also. You need to learn from outside classes. So I encourage people to at least have at least one afternoon per week, just to go. Especially churches can be a very good place.
Yeah.
Sundays, usually as in Africa, people go out to church in weekends time. So yeah, I mean life is also busy. I don't think people have more than one day a week to go out, but at least one day a week or half day a week can be
Yeah.
my rough estimation. What do you think?
Okay. What do you suggest to?
Yeah, I would say just a good work-life balance is important. So you can just, that's what I do, like I try to do is I just don't want to work in the evening every day. So it's not about just social life, it's like your personal space as well. You just want to learn, grow outside the academy as well. So just give that time to yourself, work mostly in the daytime. I try to do that, and in the evening and in the night time I just like take care of myself, like
Yeah.
personally, professionally. Yeah. And then during the weekend, just some weekends are like you are catching up your assignment, and if you're like final weeks of exam or something like that, otherwise you can just use those for your social arts.
Yeah. Very good advice for that. Let's come to academics. I know the PhD journey is very complicated. You have to
Yeah.
meet conference deadlines. You have to submit for conferences. You need to do coursework. You need to do research work. You have assistantship. If you are teaching, you have to go and teach. How do you do all this? How do you blend this?
Yeah, I mean, it's just learn by doing. There is no as such one kind of advice I would give for all, because it depends on really your program, your project. There are times when you are super busy, even with meeting a deadline for your assistantship. You also have class assignments. You have your private life, your family, children, and all these kind of things, depending on where you are in your life. So it's not been easy really. A lot of people compare it with Europe or other parts of the countries, I mean to the world, especially PhD in the United States. Still it's a coursework is a lot. 2 years coursework in Europe, I didn't have this. I've been in Belgium doing a PhD. Just after 2 or 3 courses you start your research. Here, the whole 2 years we have been taking classes. And it's like a lot of paperwork. It's not just really a class, there are a lot of things to read.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a challenge.
Is the summer class still in your mind? Is it fresh in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, like the start is for sure. It's one of the weaknesses. That's why I also do the PhD, because my statistics knowledge is not that good. I don't have really the opportunity to take quantitative courses. It challenged me a lot. Oh man, it made me very young. Good.
Yeah.
But coursework in general for US, you could get a true-false exam. Like literally, it's multiple choice. A lot of people don't understand. So I think people just need to know, come prepared for a lot of academics. Don't just expect to do only projects and the like. No, you need to go to the details of the paperwork and then really like study from scratch. I think that's what I would say
Okay.
for academics.
How about you?
Yeah, so
Because I know for a fact that you had to make a huge adjustment to your life to be able to do the PhD in English.
yeah.
And having learned in Indian language and then coming to do a PhD in English after you had to learn everything by yourself, English by
Yeah.
yourself, to do the PhD. How do you find the coursework? How do you find the research work? How do you find preparation for conferences, submitting papers, proposals, and working with your supervisor for assistantship, and all of this work? How do you say?
So at first, not at first, like sometimes it feels like overwhelming. You have so many things on your plate, but sometimes it stresses me out like, why I'm doing this? This is so hard. But then when I take a step back, I realize I was dying to be here. Like 2 years ago, I was trying to learn English, give the GRE, TOEFL, and then I was like not having like zero social life to prepare for those exams and then apply for my PhD. And then I was like, this was my dream to be here. And then now I can't just give up if it's hard. I need to do this. This is my dream, right? To get this PhD. So it's hard, but it's very easy that if you have good friends, like a good colleagues, it's easy to navigate, because in our department we have really good support system from other grad students and from our faculty. So for example, like we work with Dr. Mary Emery. She is really helpful person. Whenever she provides so much information about upcoming conferences. Sometimes we doesn't even know, like this conference. We came here for CDS conference, and last year I was not even aware of. This is my second year of doing this conference.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but one thing that I would suggest, that just ask. If you ask, people will be happy to help you.
Yeah.
You just need to ask, like you need help. You don't need to do by yourself if you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And people won't judge you if you are asking for help. They will be happy to help you and navigate through the system.
Yeah, I think I can attest to that.
Yeah.
You know, I came into the program a year after you guys had come.
Yeah.
When I came in very late,
Uh-huh.
when classes had already started, but I had to rely on you guys for help support. I was always asking questions about even filling my forms and everything. So I think asking for help is just the
Yeah.
easiest way to do it, and you guys have been so helpful.
Yeah.
Let me ask this question. They always say that once you're doing your PhD, every single day you feel like you don't know.
Yeah.
You feel the same way.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're doing a PhD, everybody assumes you're intelligent, but you, the one doing the PhD, you feel every single day that I don't know this. Like, I think I know a lot, but I don't know nothing.
And it's okay to feel that way. You can't. It's not possible to know every single thing as a human being. You have your own bubble space, like you have your own area of expertise, but still, even in the area, every day you keep learning. That's the life. Like you can't just say like, oh yeah, I'm done. Now after that, I won't learn even a single thing. And this is not good if you think that way.
Yeah.
Like, I love being growth-minded. I love trying new things. I love learning new things. And sometimes it's like frustrating if you cannot finish something because you feel like you don't know enough to do that thing. But then you have, because we are in that era of modern life. We have access of good internet and everything. We can just Google search and go to different websites and journals online. Those sort of things and then learn out of that. Yeah.
Ricardo, what do you feel about this?
Yeah, ask me the question again. I was
So I'm
like
saying,
thinking
like,
at the kind of
once, once you're in a PhD program,
yeah.
everybody assumes that you should know a lot. But once you get into the program yourself, each passing day you feel like you don't know anything. Do you feel the same way, and why do you think you feel that way?
Yeah, I think the level of teaching at PhD level is not like how we learn in undergrad or master's level. This is where you should think in terms of why. What is happening, not just how much something is happening, but why. It's a difficult question people should answer. And at this level of learning, you are expected to kind of go a little bit deeper. Then the moment we start to answer the question why becomes kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And then also we go deep, very specific into a given topic. You go deeper, the deeper you go, you realize there are a lot of complicated things. So the easiest, people say it's easy to generalize when you don't know things. So a lot of people who are more informed stay away from making generalizations because life is not just one for all. So I think it's just not only because being a PhD student in general, the more you're knowledgeable and learning about something, you realize it's not simple. Nothing is just easily explainable. Like, I can give a specific from leadership, or I also came from nutrition to leadership. That's also an example to give to the young people that you might not stay on the same career where you started. Let's say you start with economics and you might change a little bit to agriculture economics, where you are also expected to know agriculture. You are an economist, social scientist. Now you study agricultural economics. You need to understand agriculture. So it makes it, mine is I come from nutrition and food science major now to leadership. So I have to learn a lot so that I am on the same page with those who come from nutrition, PhD under masters, and leadership masters and PSc programs. So I think it's all about, like I said, it's about the why and the reasoning question.
Yeah, so we are all studying leadership.
Yeah.
I'm going to push you guys to the wall now. You are from Africa, just like me, Ricardo. What do you think, is the biggest challenge of Africa in terms of leadership?
So do you want me to answer in a political terms, or?
No, I want you to be. I don't want to give you any parameters. I want you to be very open. Just tell me, maybe just in a few words, what you think the problem in Africa is about our leadership.
Okay, let me first explain what program we are studying. Leadership is not political science. First, people need to understand. Leadership focuses on human development, human capacity improvement. The motto of our department is developing human potential.
Yeah.
So by this context, everybody is a leader. There is no specific human being that we plan to empower, rather it's everybody.
Yeah.
So in this context, when you come back to Africa, as you know, Africa have a very rich history. It's a very diverse continent, have a lot of resources. It's also been a place where a lot of powers have been struggling to control for resources and we have cultural issues, we have education issues,
Colonial issues.
a lot of things are there. So it's a combination of factors that contribute toward this. How big are people using their potential? If you ask me, I always ask how my Ethiopia right now have a lot of potential, have a lot of rich history, also have problems ongoing. I ask myself how much did we use our potential? We Ethiopians, how much potential have been utilized? That would open the door to ask ourselves how much impact can we make in a country, economically, socially, academically, technologically, either side of the daily life. So I think Africa, I would say in the first place is we should claim responsibility for who we are and what we want to have. In the second place, we need to also know how to engage with the environment, with the foreign powers and the like, because we are in two competing interests. Where African priorities are there, Unfortunately, there are also external priorities. How to balance these two and then serve the best interest of the African people is a challenge for the young generation to be who we are and then to engage with the external world in a very respectful and genuine, not exploitative or all this colonial or
So
leader or
I think you understand, you bear with me that he's giving a PhD answer to a very simple question I asked. So
Thank you.
let's summarize all that you have said.
Yeah.
into just a few words. What do you think the problem in Africa is about in terms of leadership?
I think understanding the leadership itself, and then the second is integrating it with the local values. Our Africa have a lot of indigenous, very nice, kind of more of easily understandable leadership principles, but we don't value them. We think whatever is good is something that comes from outside. The second thing, as I said, is really understanding the science of leadership and cultivating it. Leadership can be trained, leadership can be improved, but everybody should be open to learn. It's not because you have a PhD holder or because you are an old person or you're a young person, everybody can grow and help each other also. So I think that's the most important thing for, just if I have to put it very short.
So let me come to Anu. Anu, you're coming from India, right?
Yeah.
I know India has a large population. Compared to Africa, I think India is just like South Africa in terms of population. And if you compare India to the US, there's a lot of difference in terms of leadership. What do you think is the biggest threat to India's growth if it's leadership? What do you think is wrong with India's leadership? Where you cannot get your people to be like America, because India is too big, has all the resources, has the manpower and everything to be like America. Why is India not like America?
So your first thing that is answer is in the question. It's not easy to navigate things if you are, for example, if I wanted to paraphrase in like a small, if you have like 10 kids in your family and it's really hard for parents to navigate things and manage things for them, and as compared to if you have like 2 kids,
Sure,
right?
Sure.
So, but one thing I always see as a young citizen, that we need to change in mentality, because when I came here, people don't care about if you work in academia or outside. They just to live our life, we just need to make money, right? And it's just like I'm not saying like just work anywhere, just if it makes you happy working in that space, that's all you need, right? But in India, what I have seen, mostly people will not respect you if you are not working for government. So that's the biggest thing in like kind of leadership aspect. We need to cultivate the individual capacity, and then the change in the mindset is really required. Because everybody can't have job and work for government if you have this much population of your country. You need to respect and you need to cultivate your own strength to work for yourself. Like you can start your own business, you can start something that can generate business for other youth, other people. That's really important to think in that way. And as a society, as a part of that society, we need to see those people who are working for themselves, or they are working in private sector, or like for kind of like small entrepreneurs, business owners. We need to see them with respected eyes, because as an Indian, I have seen people not caring or respecting people who are not working for government, and that's like not fun, right?
Yeah. I think it's the same for Africa as well.
Yeah.
People kind of respect those who have white collar jobs, who dress nicely and sit in an office. They don't respect so much those who are into entrepreneurial systems that are building the economies, and these are even those who are working hard for the country to grow, I think it's the same thing for Africa as well. But then, I'm bringing this session to a close. What would be your last words for somebody who is watching this video, who is thinking about probably pursuing his master's or PhD in the US? What would be your last words for such a person?
Just in one line, just go for it. If you wanted to do it, just do it. So you don't need to think it like how it will happen. Just take a step. It's very important to take that step. Yeah.
Is it difficult?
Life is difficult. You just need to be happy in every situation, and you need to know how to navigate those things.
So now let's do a yes or no. Is it difficult?
Yes.
Should you try it?
Yes, for sure.
Good. All right. Let me hear from Fikado. Fikado, what would be your advice to our young people in Africa, especially in Ethiopia? I know you have been doing a lot of work with Yes Ethiopia, trying to create opportunities for young people. I know you have been surveying around looking for opportunities that you could share with young people in Ethiopia who also get better opportunities, just like I do. What advice would you have for somebody in Ethiopia or in Africa or anywhere in the world who will chance upon this video? What advice would you have for the person who wants to come to the US to study, either in a master's program or a PhD program or even in an undergrad program? Okay, or anybody who is trying to chase his or her dreams in the US, what advice would you have for this person?
Yeah, I'll make it short. First thing, use the internet. Gather as much information as you can. That's the first thing. Second thing, reach out to people and ask. Don't just assume something, get a practical experience. Thanks to technology, you can get access to people. It's easy to talk to people on LinkedIn or on social media and the like. The third is, don't ask for scholarships when it comes to United States, rather assistantships. Scholarship is a language in Europe or the like. The third is, don't undermine education of your country. Don't think better education is always out of your country. I tell this a lot to my Ethiopian friends. If 100 young people applied to US, maybe 3 or 4 would get. 96% should study in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
So don't undermine what you have at your hand, and rather try to make it better. And the third is, try and fail and accept failure. A lot of young people, once they, let's say, be invited for a job interview or PhD interview and get declined, they become hopeless.
Yeah.
They think they failed. Please, please, please. Try and fail and keep trying. Don't stop. Within country or abroad, just life is about trying and trying.
Yeah.
Thank
I think
you.
one of my professors once said that it is good to fail,
Yeah, exactly.
but it is worse not to learn from your failure.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you tried
Yeah.
to apply this year and you didn't get a chance to come in, go back, take a seat, look at what's happened, what was probably the reason why you didn't get a chance to come in, and then work on that, and then you better yourself for the years ahead.
Yeah.
And probably, who knows, you'll be coming here, later on become a professor, and then you also admit new students in your country, any other world. So
Yep.
that's it. Just don't give up, like Anu and then Fikado have said. Just keep trying. It's worth the pain.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but after you have succeeded, you would really enjoy your time here,
Yeah.
and that's what we are all praying for. So guys, I would like to thank you very much for
Thank you so much.
this
Yeah.
session.
Thank you.
I'm going to have
Yeah,
another
I
session with you
appreciate
guys where we'll talk about different things
Yeah.
about the US, and I'm so grateful for this session. I'm happy that you guys have come to share all this with us. I know many people are going to watch us and are going to learn from what we have
Yeah.
discussed.
That are really
That is also
appreciate.
going to help us to make our lives and then that of our people back home better.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And
Thanks so much,
Thank
brother.
you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Black Stars. Yeah. I hope የነገር የሰማችሁ ይመስለኛል እና our brother Daniel have been recording, so I know people on TikTok might not had the chance to hear. ሲሰማችሁ ነበር አይደል? So it's
Only
Anu from India and Daniel from Ghana and me from Yes Ethiopia. So we shared our experiences and tips for success. መልካም ጊዜ ይሁንላችሁ። በጣም እናመሰግናለን።
just
እና
a small
እንደው እንድታዩ ፈልጌ ነው። እነኚህ ጓደኞቼ ናቸው፣ አብሮኝ የሚማሩ ናቸው። ተመሳሳይ ፕሮግራም እንዲህ አይነት ቪዲዮ መስራት ብትለማመዱ የግድ የውጭ ሀገር መሆን የለበትም። ሀገር ቤት ያላችሁ ታደርጉ ትችላላችሁና ዛሬ ኦማሃን ያለ ነው ኮንፈረንስ መተን ነውና እግረ መንገዳችንን እዚህ ጋር ሆነን ይሄው ሪካርድ ሲደረግ ነበረ እና ስትሰሙኝ ለነበራችሁ አመሰግናለሁ። ቴንክ ዩ ሮሆቦት አይ ሲ ሳም ፍሬንድስ ፎሎዊንግ ሶ ዲስ ኢዝ የስ ኢትዮጵያ ያው ቲሸርቱን ይሄን ቲሸርት ፈልጋችሁ ልበሱ። እንደምንም ለብሳችሁ አሳዩኝ። እናመሰግናለን። ቴንክ ሶ ማች።
I took in the morning.
መልካም ጊዜ።
No, from the morning. I took in the morning.
So we have to go and meet Soma.
Yeah, I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Okay.
can use this.
I'm gonna get some coffee.
Yeah.
I hope it's good. How's the
Yeah,
audio?
it's good. I'm going to work on it tonight.
Yeah. So you do video
Are you
editing?
here? Let me just go to the washroom and come.
Yeah. I'll be here. Yes. እሺ ልዘጋው ነበር አልተዘጋም መሰለኝ። who is here? እነማን ናችሁ ስትሰሙን የነበረው? እስቲ ስማችሁን ጻፉልኝ። who are you? from where are you watching? can you write your name and where are you now? thanks for watching. ስለዳመጣችሁ በጣም እናመሰግናለን። እነማን ናችሁ ከኛ ጋር የነበራችሁት? ናቲ ዌልካም ብያለሁ። ቤን ዌልካም ቤን። thank you for the likes, thank you for sharing, thank you for commenting. Just shared our experiences with our friend Daniel from Ghana. Daniel is from Ghana. He is from one of the very good parts of Ghana, and it was a very good discussion. We had a very good time with our friend. So, should we go up?
You can go up, you can stay, anything.
Yeah, let's go up and let me find coffee. Helen, Ronnie, ሰላም ሄለን። ሌላ ጊዜ እመጣለሁ። Why this thing is not working?